1031. Do you know to whom it belongs?
I think it is Bhanu, ma'am.
Chandrakant sir.
Yes, sir.
Your this YouTube.
My
I
YouTube.
can what you have given the
Mhm.
second and third. I can open in my mobile, but in laptop it is not opening. It is showing it is a bad connect. That is it is not correct one.
Sir, I cannot say what's happening in your laptop.
But it is opening in mobile itself.
So from my point of view, the link is fine and it is accessible.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I can't say anything.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Again, I'm going to start sharing the, I'll share my screen. Okay. So yesterday, we started discussing the concept of a question bank.
Sir, can I request you to increase the font size, please?
All right. Font size, let me click.
Means visibility.
Yeah. Control plus. Tell me when to stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is good. This is good.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. I think it is also to do with I have a huge screen. So what I see when shortened into a very small screen might become very small. All right. To reiterate, I'm just bringing the table of contents up so that we can, I can, all right, I'm stop sharing and I will start sharing, and here is the table of contents. Right, so we talked about the fact that course and subject is the same, and what we say is a subject is actually a course as per Moodle. What we say is a test is a quiz as per Moodle, and quiz can be MCQ, essay type, what have you. There are zillions of types of questions. We talked about how to create a course. We talked a bit about enrollment as to how to bring users into your course. So Moodle has a lot of users. All the batches and all the students are all there on Moodle for a simple reason that we want to keep historical data of all the courses. So we don't remove them, we just suspend them. So since all the users are there, you have to decide which of these users should be put into your course. Now, users are all the same. There is no difference between a teacher or a student. They are all logging into Moodle. But when you put them into your course, you decide what is their role in your course. So the role can be a student, the role could be a teacher, the role could be a manager, the role could be a non-teaching assistant, etc., etc. So when you enroll a student into your course, you decide what is their role. Now, how to enroll them? There are many ways. You can do it manually, you can do it as groups, you can do it as cohorts, and we discussed a bit yesterday. We also talked about how to message people. We talked about after a course has been requested and created, how do you edit the particulars of the course? And then how do you edit the contents of the course? So particulars of the course is start date, end date, name of the course, code of the course, etc. And particulars of the course, or the contents of the course is when we were discussing how do you want to organize your topics. You want it by dates, you want it by topics, you want it by evaluation methods, whatever you want. We also discussed that within the topics, we can create a lot of activities. One of the activities that we talked about was the attendance. The other activities that we talked about was how to create resources like a book or a page and things like that. Before that, we also discussed how to set up events. Okay, and we said that we can create manual events, which is basically when are we going to have a class. That is a manual event. But whenever you have a quiz, it is an automatic event created in the calendar. If you are using the attendance activity, it will automatically get created as an attendance activity on the calendar. And each event you can give privileges to people in the sense that who can see it. So you can decide which group can see it, which individual user can see it, etc., etc. So today we are only going to focus on the quiz and the question bank. All right. Okay, so I'm sort of closing this. I'm stopping this share. And now I will start the share with the screen. All right. Today I am logged in as myself as a super user so that I can access everything. So you can see that I can see a lot of courses out here, and I can have a site administration and I can see all these courses. I am again going back to Shetty Sir's course. I'm very fond of Shetty Sir's course. Okay, because Shetty Sir does a great job of it. So that's why. Okay. So Shetty Sir, my apologies for this. All right. So this is Shetty Sir's course. Okay, advanced retail. So as I said before, I'm just going to make this nice and small so that everybody can see what is available. All right. This is the navigation on the left-hand side, and there is something called a course administration. I'm just going to click on the quiz for a second so that I can tell you what is the difference here. So as earlier, before I went into the quiz, I could only see course administration here. As soon as I touched a quiz, okay, I got quiz administration also here. So the idea is that whatever you're doing in this area, okay, the administration of that will automatically come in the navigation on the left-hand side. Clear on that? All right. So when you look at the quiz administration, we talked about how to set up a quiz. Overrides, I told you that for a certain quiz, I might create different groups, and different groups might have different times for the same quiz so that all the results come in the same test, but at different times for different people. Some user might not have come to campus and he might be still on the way, and you want to give a special time to that user. In the case of Shetty Sir, there were some users who got logged out, and I had to create a separate override for them. Edit quiz is actually putting the questions in the quiz. Preview is to see the quiz as a teacher. A student cannot see a preview to see whether the quiz is looking good or not. Results is where ultimately you can see the results. The rest of them are not relevant. Okay. And as I said yesterday, there is a question bank which relates to that quiz, which we are totally going to avoid at this point. All right. So I go to the course administration, and the best thing in that course is to go to the question bank and start creating your questions here. Now, the first thing that you do is create your categories. Okay, so today I'm not going to explain what is a question bank and things like that. I'm going straight into how do we create a quiz and how do we administer a quiz. So the first thing that you do is you will get this default. This is Shetty Sir's course name. Okay, this 2921 Advanced Retail has a code called 2019 AR. And all these things are not there. It is a complete blank thing. If I can jump to say critical thinking. Okay, just to give you an example. If I look at the question bank of critical thinking and I look at the categories here, you will see that there are no categories or no subcategories that have been created. Okay, so it is up to me to create categories. So for example, we are talking about what is critical thinking, thinking errors 1, thinking errors 2, creative problem solving, mind mapping. So maybe I should have the similar categories. If I'm going to have a quiz for this, if I'm going to have a quiz for this, if I'm going to have a quiz for this, maybe I should create categories like that. So based on how you want to categorize or group your questions, you create categories. How do we create categories? You can see that this is the default, the top level. I can create a name here called say category cat, okay, cat 1 colon basics of critical thinking and add it. So as soon as I add it, you can see that basics of critical thinking has become a category under this and it has got 0 questions. So essentially, you first create the categories and then you add questions to that, okay, and you add questions to the right categories. Is that clear to everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right. So let's say I'll create one more category. You can even create subcategories under this. Okay. So if you want, I can say go to category 1 and I can say category 1.1. Okay. And under basics of critical thinking, ideas about criticism. People think critical thinking is about doing criticism. Okay. So that's why. Okay. So when I do that, you can see that a subcategory has been created under this. So as you want, the deeper you want to go, I mean, again, I go back to Smita ma'am. Smita ma'am, what would be the categories in brand management for questions? Give me 2 categories.
Introduction.
All right.
And second would be elements of branding.
Elements of branding. Now, under introduction, can there be subcategories? Definitions or what is not branding and misconceptions about branding,
myths
like
about
that.
Branding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And similarly, the second one you said was what?
Elements of brand.
Elements of branding. Then again, under that, you could have subcategories, and for each subcategory, you might have lots of questions.
Yes, sir.
All right. So is that clear to everybody? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to now delete it because I like to housekeep very well. Otherwise, I feel very bad that I have left things all over the place. Okay. So going back to where is, okay, Shetty sir has disappeared again because I'm not really a person in his category, in his course. So I will have to go through it in a very So I'm just, I mean, I don't want to confuse you, but this is I as a super user. I can, this category is a course category. This is not a question bank category. This word category is used all over Moodle and it can really confuse people. Okay, so this is where I create categories and subcategories of courses. And in trimester 4, as you can see, we have consumer behavior, and here is advanced retail. All right. I am sorry that I am going a bit all over the place, but here's the question bank again. Okay. So Shetty sir has created three categories. This old category which is there is something that I have renamed his old one, but in essence he has created three categories. Can everybody see that? All right. Now in each category he has 20 questions. Okay, so you can see this out here. It is possible that under store operations Shetty sir can create subcategories. Please hold on a second. Thank you. मैं पी लेता हूँ. Sorry, I just finished my coffee and my son made tea. So one after the other after coffee, now I'll be drinking tea. All right. Under store operations, Shetty sir can create more subcategories if he wants to. So that's clear. So now under Shetty sir, with your permission, I'm going to create one more category. Would you mind telling me a category for your next quiz? Say.
Yeah. Franchising and customer service.
And the reason why I am also doing this, sir, is so that you know that first thing that we do is we create categories. All right. So franchising and customer service, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll add a category here. All right. Now, if I click, you can see that there are 0 questions here. If I click on franchising and customer category, I will go into the questions. From categories, it has moved to the questions. And this is the category. And it is saying, okay, show me the question. Obviously, there are no questions here. So therefore, we are going to create a new question. So now comes all these types of questions. And typically, Shetty sir uses multiple choice. You can use multiple choice. You can use true, false. You can use matching. Do not use short answer. Do not use numerical. Okay, these are very, very complex. Use essay type. This is used for short answers as well as long answers. For all of them, use essay type. Forget calculated, all that stuff. And you can experiment with drag and drops, but reality is it's not necessary. All right. So let's take a small true and false. Shetty sir will create some questions. All right. We can delete them later also. All right. So now comes the interesting thing. What is a question name and what is a question text? The question name is the name of the question for our benefit. So I can say, for example, here FCS for franchising and customer service 01. Now it is nice to say 01 instead of just 1, because otherwise in sorting 1 and 10, both of them come together. But if you say 01, then 01 will be in the right place and 10 will be in the right place. Okay. Shetty sir, any question which is a true and false question?
True and false.
Shall I give one question?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, we'll delete it later on, so it's not an issue.
Haldiram is an example of franchisee
Great.
business model.
Haldiram is an example of a franchisee model.
Yeah, franchising is an example of franchising.
Example of franchising. Excellent. All right. Okay, bad spellings. All right. Now, Haldiram, we can obviously italicize it if we want to. All right. Default mark is 1. General feedback, forget it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And the answer is true or false?
False.
Okay. I thought it was true. Okay. Now, forget all this stuff. This we can do in detail later on. This is the bare minimum that we have to do. All right. And we save the changes. So when you see that, you will see that the first question has been created. This double dot out here says that it's a true and false question. Okay, the name of the question is here and the question is here. Now, because there'll be zillions of questions, maybe I don't want to see the question. I can untick this and now I will only see the question number. All right. Now, as I said before, under franchising, you can see that this has become 1. That means 1 question has been created. As I said before, under category, you can have subcategories. If you want to show all the subcategory questions also, then you click this. Otherwise, you don't click this. All right. Okay. Now, let me go back and show the question. All right. Now, let's create another question. Let's say, can we do another true false? It's faster because I need some multiple these things. Okay. FCS 02. Anything?
Yes. Nike is an example for own retailing. True or false?
Right? This is it. That's all we need. Okay. And we say, what is it? False or true?
It is false.
It is false. All right. And save. All right. So now you can see there are 2 questions. Now let's create another question and let's create 3 or 4 more. Now, so you can see the double dot was for true, false. This is for multiple choice. So now let's create a multiple choice. Okay. So in the same genre, okay, FCS 03 and the following is an, okay, which of this is an example of franchisee?
Franchisee. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Now we will have multiple choice. Now here is the interesting thing. Can there be multiple answers which are correct? Can there be one answer which is correct? Right now, let us simplify it. We'll talk about one answer. Okay. Shuffle the choices means that by default, when the question is asked to the student, all the choices will be shuffled. As I said before, if you are going to say one of the above, none of the above, make sure that this is unticked. Otherwise, if none of the above is the first thing that comes, then it looks very confusing. All right. So by default, you should put it as unticked, okay, because you can shuffle it elsewhere. Now, by default, it is showing ABC. You can say 1, 2, this, you can do this, all this stuff. You can even say no numbering if you want. All right. No problems here. First choice, Nike. All right. And the answer is 0 marks, right? Nike is not an example, right?
Yes.
Okay, you have to guide me on this, okay?
What is the question? Can you
The
go back
question
again?
was, which of this is an
is-
example of franchisee?
Okay.
Okay, give me one more.
Nike.
McDonald's.
Nike is true.
Nike is true, is it? Okay,
Yes.
sorry. So 100%?
Yes.
Okay, that means that it is the correct answer. Okay, now
Bata.
Bata, you're sure it's false, right?
False.
Okay, and Haldiram was false, right?
Yes.
Okay, and let's say only 3 because this question was asked earlier. Okay, by default, it is giving you, it is giving you 5 choices. You can even add more choices, or you can just leave it as 3 choices. All right?
Yes, sir.
And then you say save.
So we can leave 3 also.
Yes,
Not
sir.
necessary to be having 5.
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right? Now, if you want, we will do a preview of this. See this? Can you see the preview? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So which of this is an example? Actually, which of these it should be, bad English. And you can see that there are 3 choices coming. We clear on that? All right. So everybody is clear on this. So let's add one more just for the heck of it. No, not for the heck of it, so that we have choices. All right. Okay, create another question. Shall we do multiple choice or something else?
Essay type.
Essay type.
Essay type. No, don't do essay type. It is, I mean, making a quiz out of essay type is a very horrible thing. Let's first make, let's make something where the answers we have given so that the students can see what their grades are.
Yes.
All right. So we can do matching.
Yes, sir. Matching.
Okay, we'll do matching. Okay, so this is not a marriage bureau, so we will not do anything around that. Okay, 04. Okay, question text. Match the company to the
retail type.
Sorry?
To the retail type.
To the retail type. Thank you, ma'am. आज मेरे मार्केटिंग के फंडे क्लियर हो जाएंगे थोड़े से.
सर कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं आप?
मैं तो
you can change the marks also, no, there.
Yes, ma'am, but I'm not going there right now. Okay, because it becomes very complex when you have different marks and all. Because when you're trying to select, you will not know which one is how many marks, etc.
Okay.
So what will happen is some student might get a question with 2 marks. Some student might get a question with 1 mark because you're randomly pulling it out.
Okay, sir.
All right. So give everybody the same marks, or else you create a category which says tough questions.
Okay.
All right. Or a subcategory called tough questions. And in that you can put what you call questions with higher marks.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So then you can say select 2 questions from the tough questions. So everybody will get 2 questions from the tough questions and everybody will be attempting 4 marks.
Okay.
All right. Otherwise, sorry, go ahead.
Most of the book resources, they actually classify their questions like this only, easy.
In fact, we have also done the same for aptitude test. Okay, for verbal ability and all that stuff, we have what you call easy, medium, and hard. And we start with easy so that all the students get used to it. And then slowly we move towards the hard. And in hard, we put the CAT type of questions. Okay, so we slowly start introducing the harder questions, less number of hard questions, more easy questions, and then gradually make the students more aware. So you can also do the same thing. You can do easy questions during your class. You can do medium questions once a week. And end term, you give them all the hard questions. Are you understanding that?
Yes.
All right.
Sir.
Okay, so you must provide at least 2 questions and 3 answers. You can provide extra wrong answers by giving an answer with a blank question. So this is where the matching is happening, right? So we are matching what? Company with retail type. So give me a company again. Let's say Nike once more. And what is the correct answer? Hello.
Franchise.
Actually, it has got retail as well as.
Okay, let's not get too hassled about it.
Retail franchise. Okay.
All right, franchise. Okay, then Madam was very fond of McDonald's.
Yes.
Okay, and what is that?
Franchising.
Franchise.
Okay, this is not a very nice methodology. So, okay, so I will call this franchise and I'll call this retail. Yeah. And let's give one fake answer. What is the third type of retail?
You can say B2B.
All right. All right.
Yes.
So we have 2 companies 2 correct answers and 1 fake answer. All right. And I will save this. So now we have 4 questions here. I should theoretically, we should have one more MCQ. The reason is so that we can make choices. All right. Now,
so show this preview.
You want to show the preview of this?
Preview, yeah.
All right. Here. Okay, so McDonald, choose. You get 3 of them.
Okay.
All right. Nike, choose. You get 3 of them.
Okay.
Are we
Done.
clear on this? Now,
Done.
the thing is that this is okay in a laptop. This is very bad in a mobile phone. Because there is a pop-up coming and that pop-up might be too big, okay, for that particular screen. Right? Are you understanding that? Okay, so it is best to avoid this when students are doing it on their mobile phones. Yeah? Okay. So, but for the time being, let's leave it, but please give me one more MCQ. All right. So FCS 05. Question type, text. Give me an MCQ.
One of the following is a franchisor.
One of the, which of the following? Okay. Which one of the following is a franchisor?
Yes.
Okay.
Franchisor.
Is that correct?
OR.
OR. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This guy is not liking that spelling. All right. One answer. Okay. Give me the choices.
Owner of the brand.
Owner of the brand. And you please tell me whether it is none or 100.
It is 100.
That is 100. All right. Another
Owner
choice.
of the premises.
I will fail this class.
Owner of the premises. 0.
Yeah. Whenever it's a 0, it's a none here. Okay. And
Then we can say the third one.
renter of the premises, just for
Yes.
the heck of it.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And there also the answer is none. So again, 3 choices. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. And we save. All right. So now we have a question bank. Are we clear on this? Now, I'm going to suggest something. I'm going to say that we are going to create subcategories and we'll put all the MCQs in one subcategory and we'll put all the true false in one subcategory and we'll put matchings in a third subcategory. And there is a reason behind it. All right. And it is something to do with what Madam said when we talked about tough and simple questions. And it also shows you how to create categories and subcategories. All right. So I'm going back to categories. And under, where are we? Under franchising. Okay. So you can see all of these. So you can create subcategories wherever you want. Under franchising, we are going to say true, false questions. Okay, and add. Similarly, under franchising, I will say MCQ and add. And I will say, what was that? Match. And add. All right. So you can see that there are no questions here, but there are 5 questions here. So I again go back to franchising. Now I will select the matching question. You can see by this, and I can say move it to match. All right. So now if you look at it, franchising has 4 questions and match has 1. So we started with 5. Now 1 has come here. None of them are here. Are we clear on this? Okay. So I go back to franchising. Now watch the funny thing. Now you see 4 questions here, right? Because 1 question has disappeared from the main category and has gone into the subcategory. But suppose you want to see that, just in case you are duplicating. If you click here, show subcategory, now you will see all 5 of them. Am I clear or am I too fast?
Yes.
Okay. So there are many ways of looking at it. So I'm going to remove this so that we only see the ones which are left to be done. So now I will take these 2, click these 2, and I will move them to MCQ. All right. And I will go back to franchising. Now you can see that there are 2 of them here. And if you look at this, you will see franchising has 2, match has 1, MCQ has 2, true false has nothing. All right, so I will select this, and I will move them to true false. All right, so now it is in true false. So now if I go to franchising, there are no questions at this level, but there are questions at the subcategory level, as you can see. Now, why did I do this? What I want to do is I want to create a test which will randomly pull 1 question from MCQ, randomly pull 1 question from true false, and it will pull the question from here. So 3 questions will come, but different students will get different questions. Have I made myself clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Thank you. So now our question bank is ready. So let's go to Sir's course, which is here. Okay. And Sir had a planogram, then distribution, then store operations. So today Sir did this particular test. Okay. I'm going to do turn editing on. You remember from yesterday. And we will create a new topic. What was that topic, Sir?
Customer service and
FNCS,
franchising.
right?
Franchising and customer service.
Franchising and customer service. Okay, all of you remember that if there's an additional topic, you can always, sorry, I'm using my finger. Okay, you can always add more topics as you want. All right, so franchising and customer service is this. It is hidden from the students right now. So now I will unhide it. So now students will be able to see this. Earlier, they were not able to see it. In this, now I'm going to add an activity. And what activity will we add? A quiz. Okay, so now we are creating a quiz which will pick up questions from the question bank. So this is test 4, right, Shetty sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Franchising and customer service. Okay, description as usual, as Shetty sir has given before, we will say 20 questions.
15 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, sequential. And what was the 4th thing that we say?
Duration.
Single attempt.
single attempt. So students are very clear, okay, boss, this is what is going to happen in this. Okay, and we'll put this description here. You want to make it flatter, then you can put all these in one line. All right. Timing. So this will probably be next week.
Yes, next Sunday.
Right, next Sunday. So we'll click here. This Sunday was there, so 26th. And we will go to 9 o'clock as usual. Okay, people were awake at 7:30, checking whether they can still log in and things like that. Okay, so 26th. And till, okay, 9 o'clock, right? Or 9 o'clock it was. Okay. Between 9 o'clock and between 9:30. Now again, as before we said, that we will give them 30 minutes, although it is a 10-minute quiz, and we will put 10 minutes here, which means that the actual duration of the quiz will be 10 minutes. So if the student logs in at 9:25, he can still start, but at 9:30 it will stop, even though it was a 10-minute quiz. But whichever comes before this 10 minutes or this end time, that is what is going to be used. Again, open attempts to be submitted automatically. Don't try anything else. Grades, right now we are not doing anything, but this number of attempts should be 1, because we have said clearly here single attempt. Okay, layout. Every question, 1 new page, simply because they are using a small screen. And navigation is sequential, which means that once you go to the next question, you cannot come back. It forces them to study more. Now this is where it was there, shuffle within the questions. So you don't need to put shuffle in the questions out there, you can put it out here. Reality, okay, no. I'm not going to talk about deferred feedback. What it means is that if you have feedback, if you have filled up feedback in your questions, when should you see the feedback? During the attempt or after the attempt is over? So right now we are doing a very simplified version. So let's leave it at default. Again, as I said before, unclick everything. Don't show them at the time of the quiz what it is, because 2 people sitting next to each other, okay, one guy will start at 9 o'clock because it's a 10-minute quiz. He will do everything till 9:10, finish it. Then the other guy will start after seeing the correct answers. Okay, so only thing you do is that once after 9:30 is over, they can see their marks. Appearance, not necessary. Okay, you can forget all this. Extra restrictions, make sure that this is not ticked. Again, I will re-emphasize, make sure that this is not ticked. You tick this when they are in campus. Okay, forget everything else for the time being and save.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
In case of our quizzes, we use certain images also. Here
Yes,
also we can use image, right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, but just make sure import and export of images cannot happen.
But we can copy paste?
No, you can paste. You can put an image in there. That is not a problem.
In the question, we can put an image,
In the
right?
question, you can put an image.
Right. Thank you.
All right, but not copy paste it. It is actually a bit complex. You have to save the image on your folder.
Okay.
Okay. And then you have to click on the image and import the image.
Okay, sir.
When you import it, then it fits properly. I tried pasting it and it keeps the original size, and sometimes that doesn't fit in the mobile phone.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will come to that. That's a very specialized question that you have asked. All right, so I will leave that for the time being. I'm still focusing on the minimum. So now everybody can see that this test is there and people can see what is out here. If I turn editing off, okay, this is what the student will see. All right. Okay, so I'm clicking on this. Sorry, I'm clicking on this, the test. Okay, and this is what the student will see, this comment, attempt allowed 1. Okay, quiz is not available, etc. It will close, time limits, this thing, and no questions have been added. So right now you have just created the test and the particulars of the test. So just like in a course, we first create the particulars of the course and then you fill in the content. In a quiz, we first create the particulars of the quiz and then we fill in the content. So this is filling in the content, which is called editing the quiz. The same thing is available. I'm sorry, this goes all. Okay, you can see the same thing out here, edit quiz. Okay, and what we did earlier was the edit the settings. Similarly, like we had for a course, we have edit settings and then the contents. Okay, this is the contents. Similarly, for a quiz, we have edit the settings and we have the contents. So we will go to the contents. All right. So as you can see out here, nothing has been added. So let us add. Now this is where all of you were adding single questions out here, and which is what I say is not a very good idea. Now, if you selectively want to add questions from your question bank and you know which questions you want to ask, then you can use this. But if you want to create random questions, then you have to use this. So should I do this first and then this? Hello.
Sure.
Do the random questions.
Random questions.
Random question. All of you are sadistic people. I can see this. All right. All right. Now, so we want to add the questions. So where do you want to add it from? As I said, the match, there is only one question. Okay. So we will, or forget that. Let's go to MCQ. There are 2 questions in MCQ, right? And I will say, let's select 1 question. Are we clear on this?
Yeah.
So if we had 20 questions here, you could say select 10 questions or you can select all 20 of them. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we have created 1 question and you can see it's a random from the MCQ. You can even do a preview here and you will see the question, how it is going to look. All right. Okay. Now we add another random question, which is from the true false. So I go to true false and I say select 1 random question from here. All right. And now the third one is the match the following one. I don't need a random question there. I can take it straight from the question bank. Okay. I can select from here and I can say select this question and add it. So you can see when you added it random, it says random. Otherwise, it actually tells you what the question is. Is that clear? All right. And then now look at it this way. And this is an important one. Total of marks is 3, but the maximum grade is 10. The reason is that sometimes we want to give it out of a certain number, but the number of questions might be different. So here, if the guy gets all 3 of them correct, then he will get 10 out of 10 because it is the same as 3 out of 3. Okay. So you have to be very clear. What do you want to put out here? So typically what I do is, since if I have 10 questions, I will put, if this is 10 marks, I'll put 10 marks here. If it is 3 marks, I can put 3 marks here, or I can leave it as 10 marks, which means that each question has an equivalent of 3.3. All right. Okay. So now we have already created the quiz.
Sir, if I want to add 3 or 4 questions straight away from a category?
You can. No? This is what I did, no, sir, here.
You took 1 at a time, so.
You can do that. I'll show you. Here. Okay. I was at match. If I go to franchisee and customer service, I can even go to say distribution.
Yes.
Okay, now you can see all the questions here.
Yeah.
So I can select. All right. I will just add them for the sake of it. Here you go. Is that fine, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can delete them. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for the time being. Okay,
All right.
just so that it looks much bigger. So now you got 8 marks. Okay, and I will save this. Just be sure that this maximum grade and this are in sync. Otherwise, you will say, "Arey, what type of marks are coming?" All right, so here's the quiz. And now that we have finished making the quiz, we can do a preview. So this is how the quiz will look to the student. Okay, my system is dying. Let's see, maybe it works here. Smita ma'am, is that, which Smita ma'am is this?
If I'm correct, Smita Gaikwad, sir.
Okay, she's going
I'm
in
not
and out.
sure.
Madam, if you were in class, what will we do?
No,
All right.
I'm here only.
Oh, this is Smita Gupta ma'am.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. So this is the actual test that the student is seeing. This is a preview. So when they start the test, they will get this, they will get this, all this drama will be there, and it says start attempt. So as soon as we start this attempt, you can see here the navigation, and because it is not free, you can't do anything out here. All right, you can see the timer is going down and down, and we can select which of this here. Okay, I can clear it and then I can do it again. And now here this edit question is there because you are previewing it and you say, "Arey, there is a small spelling mistake here." So you can immediately go to edit question, you can correct it and then come back. Because only when you see the question will you realize that there is something wrong here. Okay, now the problem with this is that this is a 1-mark question. If one of them is wrong and the other one is right, you will get half a mark. So again, I would like you to avoid these unless they are at home. Well, there's some sound coming. Who's that?
Somebody has opened it. Let her or he mute that.
Thank you.
Somebody has done. Now it is okay.
It's fine.
Now it is okay.
All right. So I'm just randomly selecting it. Okay, please do not judge me. All right. And now I am going to the, I don't know this question. I am going to the next page because I think that I can go back to the previous one. And then I try to go back to the previous one and I can't do it. All right. So there, at that time, the students start cribbing, saying, "Why am I not allowed to go back?" and all. And the answer is very simple. You have to know everything.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
These questions we didn't edit to this particular quiz. So
no,
I think this is from
I
some
selected it. I selected it because Suresh sir had asked a question. Can we select some questions out of a question bank?
Okay.
That is why I did that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. You remember at the end of it, I had Suresh sir had asked that question.
I think I had some network issue, so I missed that particular thing.
All right. Okay. So sir wanted to know how do I select certain questions out of a question bank. So I had shown him that.
So what is that clear my choice?
Ma'am, I clicked this. Okay. And then I cleared it and then I start again. That's it. In this case, this is working fine. Okay, but suppose you had lots of them and you could select multiple of them, then sometimes you want to clear everything and start all over again.
Okay,
Okay, and you can see finished. You can see all this stuff. Okay, and I can submit. It's taking its own sweet time to submit.
Sir, fifth one is showing not yet answered. So
Yes,
if,
I had skipped it. Okay, you can't go back. Even if you say return to what you call return to attempt, if you have given it as sequential, you can't really do anything. All right. Now it is sort of showing you which one is right or which one is my attempts and things like that. It is irrelevant here. Has everybody understood this?
Yes.
All right. Shetty sir, I will go back to the quiz and I'm going to reset everything now. So it is more difficult to remove all these things. So it is better to, sorry about this. It is better to go to the course. Okay, and go to turn editing on and delete the quiz. Sorry?
Some sound is coming.
Yes, I know. I can't do anything about that. All right.
I think somebody is not muted.
Somebody might not be mute. Okay.
Somebody is.
All right. And the best thing is I'm going to delete this entire test. Shetty sir, you're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we have got rid of that test completely.
Chandrakant sir, one
Yes, sir.
question is there. Is it necessary that I have to create question bank?
No, it is not necessary.
Okay.
Okay, but what will happen is that it will become a mess, as I said yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of the question bank. Because if you have 5 or 6 tests, everything will become part of the question bank. Okay, so it is always good from a sake of neatness that you first put all your marks, all your questions in the question bank. The other reason is that over time with experience, you would want to add more questions to the question bank. So when you read a bit more or you think of another nice question, you can keep adding to the question bank. So if you have organized a question bank well, it is very easy to organize and reorganize.
Achha, one more thing is there I want to ask. Say I have this type out in Word. Can I transfer it to question bank directly by copying?
Yes, you can. You can cut paste it. Okay, but when you paste it, it is best to paste it as unformatted text.
Unformatted text. Achha.
Okay, because what happens is the word ka formatting sometimes does not translate well into website formatting.
Okay.
So you understand that each of these is an HTML page, right?
Yeah.
So HTML has its own formatting. Okay, and sometimes when HTML is trying to import from Word, it will try its level best to format it the same way.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is unable to.
So what should I do at that time when I am pasting?
Okay, let's see if I create a quiz. Let me go back to the, can I, what you call, hold this question, and let me do this. No, let me do it, sir. Okay. What am I doing here? Advanced retail, quant life. How did these questions come? Acha, they're all there in this old one out here. Okay. So let me go back to this franchising one. Okay. Yeah. And let me add, as you said, let me add a essay type question here. Okay, create a new question, essay type. Okay, and let me find, okay, so this is FCS 06 maybe. So it is, sometimes I create like FCS is franchisee customer service, then I say essay type, and then I say 01.
Okay.
Okay, so it's always nice to use this. Okay, and some, it could be like, for example, essay type hard 01. Okay, so just by looking at it, you can see what it is and so on. So it becomes a bit easier to organize. So now here we have a question text, and I will possibly need to go to my this thing and see whether I can find a question. Okay, I'm moving this off. Document, I need to find some Word document. Now, when I really need to find a Word document, I will not find one. This is life.
So go to Chrome and copy from there.
Madam, then the question here was to how to do it from a Word file. Okay, so that is why I'm trying to do that. All right, can you see this or?
Yes.
You can see this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can see that this is actually a table. Okay, so let me just show pop up. Oh God, under pressure, so much of pressure. All right. I will take this. Okay, I will copy it, Control C.
Yeah.
Come here, and here I will right click and I will say paste as plain text.
Oh, sure.
Can you see that?
Paste as plain text.
Yes, sir. Okay, then it does not take any of the formatting from there, and it is very cleanly put out here.
Okay, okay.
All right, now you can format it here. You can come here and you can do this, okay, and so on and so forth. Is it making sense to you?
Yes, yes.
All right, now the reason I'm saying this, and we did that last time, now if you look at it, there is practically nothing here, okay? But if I had pasted it without formatting, sorry, I'll just get back from here. Okay, if I was pasting something without formatting, without pasting as plain text, I might get a lot of extra stuff. So let me see if I copy this, and now I will paste it just like that. Now if I see, okay, this is nice and clean, but it might happen that you might get a lot of junk stuff there.
Okay.
Is that making sense to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it is always nice not to, okay, paste it. It is always nice to paste it, okay, using the plain text option.
Right.
All right? Right, sir. Is everybody clear on this? So we are doing this essay type. So this is the question.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yes, sir.
So from you took that question bank, that first question. If you copy both questions, 1 and 2, maybe that formatting problem may arise here.
Sir, please repeat that again.
So you copied one question from the bank.
If I had copied 2 questions, yes, I might have a better formatting issue. Yeah. Yes, you're right. Let me show you that. Yes. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Okay, if I copy these 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Even worse. Let me do this. Now you see it's copied it very nicely as a table.
Yes. But
okay, so it looks very nice. Yeah. But when you try to do things with it, it becomes a bit of a problem.
That's what. That's
okay,
what.
You see all this junk.
Yes. So.
Yeah. So they create a lot of problems.
That's what, sir.
Are we clear on this, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I paste this, Unfortunately, if I paste this as plain text, I will get this.
Okay.
Yeah, which is cleaner, as you can see,
Yeah.
as compared to a table. Are we clear on this, sir?
Yes, yes.
This itself has its own table here. Okay, so if you really want to make a table, you can make a table. Now, this is the point where, ma'am, you asked me how to insert a image. So here it says,
Yes, sir.
insert an image.
Okay.
All right. And it is unable to say, it says browse your repository. Okay. And then here you say upload a file. Then you can choose the file. Okay. And I don't seem to have any images, unfortunately. My apologies. Let's say picture and let's say probable. Let's take this. All right. This is like, this is the name of the file. Actually, it can say, I can call it self-portrait so that it is easier. Okay. And upload this file. All right. Now, when we are uploading this file, I can specify the size, or I can say auto size. I can also say, how do you want it aligned in your text? All these things is not available if you paste a picture directly. Vaishali,
Okay,
ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So now you can like align it properly. Where do you want to put it? All right. And then you do a save an image. Okay. There has to be a description. Okay. अरे auto size था यार, save करना. It is not saving. Okay, let's try this. Yes. I'm very sorry about that. I myself don't know what the hell is this. Okay. All right. So somewhere it is there. I don't know where it is. There, somewhere out here. All right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has everybody understood this? So this is the whole question, okay, by the way.
Now, one thing is there, is this is possible for MCQ as well as for true and false?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is the question area, na? The question text remains the same. For MCQs, this area changes.
Yeah.
Okay, for true and false, this area changes. All right. So in an essay type, you can say, do you want them to be able to use that bold? This is an HTML editor. All this stuff. So if you want the student to be able to use like this to format their answers nicely, okay, then you allow them to use this. If you don't want them to format it, you can say only plain text. You cannot do bold, highlighting, anything. You just simply type. All right. You can say whether the student should be entering text or not. Obviously, he should. The input box size is what you see. It doesn't mean that that is the number of lines that he is allowed. He is allowed infinite number of lines, but the space that he sees is determined by this. So it is nice to put 5 lines or 10 lines, because more than that, he will not be able to see on his mobile phone.
Okay.
All right. Allow attachments means that can you attach a Word file or any document along with it? So this is where, in the case of Suranjan sir, it was the last question we had created was allow an attachment, and allow only one attachment, okay, which is optional. If you don't want to put the attachment, that is also fine. And you can decide what type of files are allowed. So in the case of Suranjan sir, we said only spreadsheet files are allowed. Okay. So it says now accepted file type is spreadsheet, and only these type of files will be allowed. Is that clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
So this only will happen in this response will only come for an essay type. For MCQs and true false and all these others, this response will not come. Okay, my system is crashing, I think. Sorry about that.
Sir,
Sir, in case of case study, whether we'll put entire case into that question.
Yes. In fact, this is one of the drawbacks of Moodle that I have not been able to figure out the right answer to. Okay, if we were not doing shuffling, then I can put a description or a an input separately and question separately. But because we use shuffling, the case, if I have 5 or 6 cases and if I want randomly one case to be selected, right, then the questions of the case should be put inside the question text.
All right.
Okay, I don't know why this system seems to be a bit hanging.
Sir, one more question regarding the case.
Yes.
If it is the text is ready, then it is much easier. By chance, if we have taken it from, say, from one of the journal or maybe one of the textbook, then we'll have to insert it as an image.
As an email?
No. How to bring in, say, for example, one page which I have taken it from a journal. It is one page case.
Sir, you can cut paste it, but if it is an image file or if it's a PDF file, you can attach the PDF, or you can put the PDF in your shared area and create a link here. I don't know why my system doesn't seem to be working very well right now. I can't go up and down, unfortunately. Okay, so.
Sir, one question is there.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry, sir. I am getting a bit hassled about my.
Okay, no issue. But
please ask the question.
The question is that in case of this MCQ,
say
I got this question in Word format having 4 alternatives. Can I cut and paste? Can I copy and paste directly?
Yes, you can. Even the four choices, you can paste each of the choices in each of the options.
No, that is separately, or if I...
Separately, sir. You cannot import it. You cannot directly... Moodle will not be able to do that. For that, you have to use the import method.
Okay, sir.
Okay, import method is something that I will not... If you want, I can teach you today. Okay, but it is very simple. I mean, Suresh sir as well as Shetty sir have already done the imports. Okay, so they know how to do it. All right, so once you understand the format, you will figure out that it is better to write it in a text file and then import the whole bloody thing inside. Okay, and once you do that, then you will find it is so simple. I can keep making a text file and importing it. That's it.
That I require. What
yes, I understand that, sir. Now, I'm sorry, I seem to got stuck here.
Okay.
So I'm leaving this. Okay, I am back here. Cancel. Okay, good. So, Shetty sir, your this thing is a complete mess. Your question bank. All right. So, can you hear me, people?
Yes, I can hear.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to clean it up completely.
Yes.
All right, so I'll go to this category. What are these questions? I have to remove these questions also. Just 1 second, sir. These have been lying there for some time, these horrible things. So I'm going to delete them. This is what we had created long time ago, last time when we were doing that class.
Last meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so all the categories are there. And Shetty sir, should I delete the entire thing? Shetty sir?
Sorry, is on the mute.
Sir is on mute. Okay, so I'm going to delete match.
You can delete, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, I cannot delete a category if it has questions. Okay, so first I have to remove the questions and then I can delete the category. So what I will do is I will click out here. So now I can see all the questions there. I'm not seeing the sub questions, so I'll select the subcategory also. So now I can see all the questions, including the ones in the subcategory. I'll select all of them, sir. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delete.
And I will delete.
Yes. Yes. Delete.
All right. It did not allow me to delete this because I was creating some quiz somewhere, if you remember. Okay, I was making that question. So there is some match somewhere it is. Anyway, I'll fix this, Shetty sir, later on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Should I teach you how to import?
That is required.
Yes.
All right, sir. I will again take Shetty sir's question paper. Okay, so let me just find it. My apologies, it will take me a bit of time. Subject, batches, 1912, retail. This might not be the right one, but okay. Can you see this?
Yes.
Now, look at it very carefully. This is not a Word file. Okay, this is a notepad file. All right. So if you open any, let me see, did I close the, see, if you see this Word file, right? If I say file, save as, okay, and if I say save as a text file, plain text, all right, then the Word file gets converted to a text file and all the formatting and everything will disappear. BKB sir, have you understood this?
No, sir. Can you repeat,
all right,
sir?
I'll answer that again. Just one second. If you look at this file, sir, it is very nicely formatted, right? Because it is in MS Word.
Okay, sir.
Right? So if I now, instead of saving it as a normal Word file, if I save it as, okay, a text file, TXT.
Text file.
Here, plain text.
Okay, sir.
All right. And I will just save it. So when I start saving it, it starts screaming, saying, oh my God, if you save it as a text file, all the formatting, pictures, everything will disappear. Do you really want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, and the answer is yes.
Okay.
Is that making sense to you?
Right, sir.
Right, sir. So now I'm going to find out where is that text file of mine.
This is.
No, this is not that. This is Shetty sir's text file.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to find out my text file. There. So see what happened. All the header, footer, everything disappeared.
Yeah.
And only the main text is there and all the formatting and everything is gone away.
Okay.
Have you understood this?
Yes.
Right, sir? And if you can see the footer, the header and everything has come at the bottom. Okay, so this is the file that you're supposed, and you can see that it was opened in the notepad. It has not opened in Word now.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is the first thing that you do. When you have made all your questions and everything, you save it as a text file. All right?
No, from Word, we have to save it as text file, or at the beginning, we should save it as text file.
Sir, up to you. If you are creating a question, if you are creating a question bank from scratch,
Yeah.
then don't even go to Word.
Okay.
Okay. Start with Notepad only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. But if you already have, or you have downloaded,
yeah,
okay, a lot of questions which are there in Word format, right? Then you'll have to save it as a text file.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
All right. So let's assume that now we have a text file, and this is the format that is used for every question. So let's look at this one question. All right.
Yes.
This is the question name. You remember that FCS01?
Yes.
That is what this is.
Can you increase is it possible to increase the size of the file?
Interesting question you have asked. Okay.
Yes.
Is it clear, sir?
Clear.
Yes.
Nandish, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, great. So the format is very simple. 2 double colons here, and in between you have the name of the question.
Okay.
This is not the actual question. All right. And this will not be seen to the student. This is like FCS01, whatever we had created. Can you see this FCS04 down here? Hello.
Yeah, understood.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So that is the same thing which is here.
Okay.
Then the actual question is this.
Right.
Then after the question, there is a blank, and then there is this curly bracket.
Yes.
Within this curly bracket and this curly bracket are your options.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And here there are 5 options, and 4 of them are wrong, and 1 of them is right.
May I intervene?
Sorry?
May I intervene?
Yes, sir.
This after the curly bracket.
Yeah. I'll come to that. I know that space, no?
No,
yes, I know. So I'm going to remove this. Okay, here. This is what you wanted, right, sir?
This after the curly. Because first I made like that, then they did
yes,
not
I know that is why. Okay, please. First time when Shetty sir made, he had put this space here and he had put this space here. Can everybody understand the difference?
Yes. Now there is no space.
Now there is no space, and that is how it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, curly bracket, no space, and the 5 options are here. 4 of them have got this tilde option. Can you see that mark?
Yes.
Yes.
These are the wrong answer.
These are the wrong answers.
Yes.
And the right answer is with a equal
to sign.
That is all you have to do.
Okay. It is automatic.
What does automatic mean, sir?
This sign, which one is?
We have to type.
No, you have to decide, no?
Oh, no. This sign will come here, or I have to put the sign?
You have to, sir, you are creating this file.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You are creating this file in order to import it, because it is much faster than you creating every question by hand.
Okay.
Have you understood this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. In fact, I will import it for you so that you will see that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 questions only. Okay. And I will import it for you.
Sir, the first curly bracket actually I put in the next line when I did my question paper.
I know
Is that a mistake?
That is perfectly fine.
Oh.
Okay. So this is one option. The second option is like this.
Yeah.
Are we clear on this?
Yes.
The thing that is very important is there should be no space here. There should be no space here.
So in the second, there is a space?
No, there is not.
Now, second one?
This one? No, this is not a space, no, sir. I've just moved the curly bracket down.
Okay. You have moved the curly bracket. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. All right.
But between the questions, there's a space.
Yes. Okay, sir. Yes.
And this space is very important. where I am putting this line, no?
That
This
is,
space is very important.
that is bifurcating between two questions.
If you do it like this,
Mhm.
okay, the import will not work.
Okay, sir. Okay.
It has to be like this.
Okay, sir.
Sir, very frankly, you'll have to do it once or twice, and then you will realize what is the right thing to be done.
Right, sir. Right.
Okay, so this comes by a bit of trial and error.
Okay, sir.
So out here, and just in order to differentiate between this, I am going to call it CK, just so that sir doesn't get confused, and I will import it into my course.
Yeah.
All right, and a bit of cleaning up. Are we all clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir? And I will save this as something else because I don't want to destroy Shetty sir's this thing. Now, please also remember that when you're saving it, can you everybody see this encoding down here?
The font is very small.
Sorry, sir. This font I can't change. This is
no, you can read it out. That is okay, sir.
The encoding out here is there are multiple choices: ANSI, UTF, etc. It should always be UTF-8.
UTF-8.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and I save it.
Okay.
All right. So now that I have saved this file, I will go to my course, one of my courses. Let's say I'll go to my team building course, which is completely empty. All right. And I will go to course administration. I will go to question bank.
Okay.
In question bank, I will, okay, there seems to be, hello. What is all this? Okay, I seem to have questions here. How did I? Sir, this looks like yours.
Yeah, my question paper, I don't know.
Okay, I must have put it here to test whether your question paper is working or not. So I'm going to delete it, all right, sir?
Yes, sir, yes.
This has nothing to do with your course. So I will show all 25. Okay, please close your eyes, people, so that you can't see the questions. Okay, this has already been administered, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We are very, very possessive about our questions because after putting in so much of effort, okay. All right. So now we have a very clean.
Right.
All right. There are no categories here. So let me just create a category. Okay. I'm going to call it let me call it retail. I've added a category. Are we clear? Now I am saying import. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now in import, this format is called the GIFT format.
GIFT format.
Yeah. All right. And very important that you go to general and you say, where do you want to import it to? So I created a category called retail. So I'm going to import it into retail.
Okay.
All right. I will unclick all this stuff. I will not tell you why, but just unclick it.
Okay.
All right. And now choose a file. So where is that file? Let me go back to retail and example. So I will drag this file here. You remember I had created this file?
Yes.
So from the Explorer, I just dragged it out here. All right. And I say import. It is saying I found 2 questions. The other 2 questions that I found. Do you want to continue? And the answer is yes. And you can see the 2 questions have come. Has everybody understood this point?
Yes. So can we see whether it is preview? That
Yeah.
Preview.
Go ahead. Here.
Okay.
But which is correct? But which is correct and which is wrong? How to get it?
Okay, this is a preview. This is what the
Preview,
student will
right.
see, right? So,
See, right.
okay,
Right.
so what you want to know is edit.
Edit, okay.
All right, so this is the actual question, right? You
Hmm.
remember CKM01 I had created? I'll show it to you so that you can see that.
Right.
All right,
Hmm.
I'm putting it on the side so that you can see it.
Hmm.
All right, so this CKM01 came here.
Right.
All right,
Hmm.
this question, this part of this came here.
Right.
Yes.
And one answer only. See, vendor management inventory came here. No marks.
Okay.
Periodic inventory, no marks.
Okay. No marks.
Spot
right.
inventory, no marks.
No.
Shrinkage, 100%.
That is the correct answer.
That is the correct
That's
answer.
correct.
Pilferage, no marks.
Okay.
Wow.
As simple as that.
Very simple, sir.
Sorry?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very simple.
Very. I mean, once you get the hang of it, na, sir, you will become a sadistic
Right.
guy. You will just
Right.
create question after question after question and importing it. Okay, and you will want to give quizzes practically every day after that.
Right. Right.
And the beauty of it is, sir, all the marks are coming automatically. You don't have to check
Correct.
anything. You don't have to do anything.
Correct. Correct.
All right. So major part, once you have created a course and you have created a very nice question bank.
That's finished.
Okay, you are finished.
Hmm.
Every year you just have to copy it.
That's all. Course is finished. Our work is finished. We are still alive.
No, but see, every year now you are free, okay, to do other things.
Right. Right.
But
Sir, whether
otherwise,
it is
it's again
finished
and
or
again and
completed.
again you have to do the same thing.
Sir, sorry, whether
Yeah.
it is finished or completed.
No, your job is finished in terms of creating the course. You're right. We are not finished.
We are still.
Very frankly, the student is finished. Okay, they will curse you. क्या यार रोज क्विज मार दिया पढ़ना पड़ता है. Okay, and we don't have to do anything. We just have to set up a quiz.
Nice.
Are we clear on this?
Yes. Yes.
So should I now stop because I think you have got a good top level view of this?
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir. Input will help like anything.
Sorry?
So maybe we can create one.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said maybe we can create one or two, and you may attempt it, and we will get to know if something is missing from our side.
You want to create a text file now?
No, not now.
Huh.
Do it. Like now, though, it's not possible.
I mean, you want to
We'll
do it
put
by
it there.
yourself. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is, Shetty sir, with your permission, these two questions, okay, I'm going to send it to, okay, just 1 second. I will add to this Suresh sir's question also, because Suresh sir had a more interesting way of putting that question, right? Suresh sir's question I can't find.
Sir, last year also you shared this format with us. It is there with us.
It is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I
For
can't
importing,
see.
last year we only discussed about importing. So I remember creating
Yes,
also.
ma'am. I had put a lot of stuff there. I think that was the wrong way to start that particular course. Okay,
Sir, CK sir, can you have one dummy course so that we can play around?
Sir, as I said, the beauty of your own course is that you can hide everything. So you can create a quiz and hide it.
No. What I'm saying, sir, in terms of importing a lot of trial.
That's exactly what I'm saying, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is landing in the main course. That is what I'm saying. Whether we can.
It might land in the main course, but you do two things. Number one, you create a dummy category.
Okay, all right, right. You are right.
All right.
That
and you create a dummy quiz and you hide that quiz.
All right.
So you can work on it. You can see everything, but the students will see nothing.
Okay.
Is that making sense to you?
Yeah, yes.
Because if all of us start working on the same, what you call dummy course, Okay, for me, maintaining will become a big problem.
Right, right. That is true.
Okay, as it is, the number of courses that I have is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would rather that you worked in your own area. Okay, and I have told you how to hide things. Yeah,
All
if you
right.
put your own categories out there called a dummy category, okay, and you import into that whatever you want to do.
Yes.
In fact, I typically do that. I create a raw category and I import a lot of questions into that, and then I start moving them into the right categories.
Correct. True.
Is everybody fine with this?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the small text file which was there. I can't find Suresh sir's text file because Suresh sir had done it in a different way. Okay, wait. I know where it is.
Sir, you can send it later also.
You want to go?
No. I have one specific question.
No, the reason was this, sir. Suresh sir, this was yours, right?
What is that? In how many ways can the letters of the word India be? Oh.
Okay, so everybody can see the way this has been put, curly brackets.
Sir,
Now
you can increase the font size, please.
Oh, my apologies. Control plus.
What to do, sir? I have 2 additional eyes given by spectacle doctor.
So your power is not as good as mine, sir. Mine is minus 12 and 13. Okay, I have more power than you. I am blind without my glasses. All right. Now look at this, and this is very important. See, equal to is a reserved word. Equal to means correct answer.
Correct answer.
So when you are putting in the question and equal to, okay, the import guy gets confused.
Oh.
Okay, so therefore you have to put this.
Okay.
Okay.
No equals to will be there, right?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this also into the same question file.
Okay.
All right. So that you know what I'm doing. But very importantly or very easily, what I would suggest is if you do a Google search on GIFT format. GIFT. GIFT. Can you see this?
GIFT, GIFT format. Okay.
All right. You can go out here and you can click on that GIFT format and it will tell you everything you want to know as to how to create question paper. So all the examples you can see out here.
Oh.
Here. Okay, so if you're doing a true false, it's even more simple. You can see question 1. You all remember this inside 2 double colons. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Is it true or false? In bracket, you just have to say T.
Right.
That's it. And this will get imported as a true false.
So there in the case of equal to, what was the error? There was something which I did later. There was a slash or something.
You have to put a backslash.
After the equal to.
Before the equal to.
Oh, sorry.
It's a Unix thing. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, the GIFT format guy will tell you somewhere at the bottom what you have to do. Okay, for an MCQ, you can see question number. This is the question. And in curly brackets, equal to right.
Yeah.
Okay, tilde wrong, etc. And this is the comments. This is the feedback that you can immediately put.
But here there is no backslash.
In this one, right here.
Yeah.
Probably because they didn't put a space here. That is why. Is everybody understanding this?
Yes,
So
yes.
this is a bit complex, but look at the essay type question paper. It is as simple as that. Put the question here and put 2 curly brackets and it will be imported as an essay type. So if you remember that text file that I had created out of my question paper on strategic planning, all I have to do is take all the questions and put 2 curly brackets next to it and we are done. Have you understood what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
All right. So, and then all these details are there. So anything that you want to know about Moodle, the docs.moodle.org, it has got everything you want to do. Now, just for the heck of it, if you go to the bottom of this page, every page of Moodle has got the docs for that page. So you want a help on anything, you just go to the bottom and click on it, and you will get the help. All right. So very frankly, if you bite it, you will realize that there is so much of help. This has been there for the last 20 years.